Can Australia win the World Cup? Yes, in my opinion, but I do understand that many people would laugh at me for making that statement. They have all the potential needed to do it, but they've got a couple of hurdles to overcome to even be in contention. If you have a look at how the Australian teams performed in Super Rugby in 2023, they were fairly impressive, and there were a couple of performances that really stood out, and that bodes well for them. Since the start of 2022, they have, however, lost more games than they've won. They were, however, able to push the All Blacks close with a 37-39 loss last year, as well as a 13-10 loss to Ireland. There were, however, quite a few other games where they were absolutely demolished. Eddie Jones is going to be their trump card, in my opinion. When he took over the England side in November 2015, they had just bowed out of the World Cup that they were hosting, and that was at the group stage. At the next World Cup, England, however, played in the World Cup final. It is true that he has had a lot less time with this Australian side than he had with England, but if you really had a look at some of the games over the past few weeks in the Rugby Championship, there was some definite progression from the Australian side. He likes to play some phases hard and closer channels, and he definitely has the personnel to be able to actually pull that off. Out wide, they have the match-winning Marika Karabetti, who can open up defenses and be a match winner on any given day. The past weekend was, however, a little bit disastrous for them, and especially in terms of the injuries that they picked up to their props. Helena Latoa is sadly out of the World Cup with a ruptured Achilles, while Tanila Tupou was clearly in a lot of distress with a rib injury. If that rib turns out to be a broken one, Australia is going to have to start looking hard for a couple of replacements to take over who are at the same level as those two. There's, however, quite a bit of exciting talent in the number 10 jersey. Quade Cooper is getting back to some of his best form and can have a major impact on any game. New kid in the block, Carter Gordon, also has started to show some flashes of brilliance, and he's definitely going to be an impactful player in the World Cup. It is very true, Australia is going to be a lot more of a long shot to win the World Cup, but stranger things have happened.